Hello, you beautiful, beautiful people. Welcome back to Forza Horizon 4. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're well. Today, we're checking out a brand new car to Forza Horizon 4, the Toyota GT86. Hang on. I've made a terrible mistake. Right, now we're in the correct car. We are today checking out a brand new car to Forza Horizon 4, the Toyota GT86. So if you are new around here, definitely consider subscribing. We are very close to 9,000 subscribers. Let's go check out Toyota GT86.
You've arrived at your destination.
To grab yourself a 2013 Toyota GT86, you need to complete the Sports Day Championship for Series 27. Here we go then in the Toyota GT86, running a 2-litre naturally aspirated engine, pushing at 197 horsepower to the rear wheels, which is absolutely fine, but the rear wheels are quite skinny at just 215. So as you can see, it is quite slidey in the corners. It's good fun, it's just not great for racing. Now normally I take every new car completely stock and see what it can do completely bone stock, but as we've got the BRZ in game, I don't think there's much point. I think we already know what this car is capable completely bone stock. So I've got two builds in mind, one power build and one drift build. It wouldn't be a GT86 without a drift build. So without further ado, let's go check out some upgrades. But the best part of any brand new car added to Forza Horizon 4, upgrades and customization. We're going to head straight for conversions, because not only do we have engine swaps, drivetrain swaps, aspiration swaps, we also have a body kit. That's right. We got a Rocket Bunny, a wide body for the GT86, and it looks absolutely amazing. Next up, engine conversions then. So completely bone stock, like I say, 197 horsepower from a 2-litre naturally aspirated engine. We can swap in a 3.2-litre inline 6, 321 horsepower. We can toss in a 2-litre flat 4 turbo, 278 horsepower. We can toss in a 3-litre inline 6 twin turbo. Now correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that is a 2JZ. We've also got a 6.2-litre V8 running 415 horsepower. We're probably going to use that for our power build. I've just realised we've got 7 engine swaps for the Toyota GT86. Next up is a 2-litre flat 4 turbo rally, a 4-litre flat 6, and then a 4.5-litre V8 458 Ferrari engine. And that's probably what we're going to use for our drift build. So I've dropped in the V8, we're going to drop in 4-wheel drive, and we're also going to slap on some twin turbos, giving us 542 horsepower. With a brand new engine, twin turbos and 4-wheel drive, we need to put all of that power down onto the road. So we're going to go ahead and slap on some race tyres. 215 front and wide is not going to cut it, so we're going to bring that up to 265s at the front and 285s at the rear. Suspension and the fitment on this thing is near perfect. Look at that fitment. It looks so good. It could do with being a little bit lower at the rear, but we can do that in the tuning settings, don't worry. But even drift suspension brings it down even lower, but we're not going for our drift build just yet, so we'll go ahead and fit the racing suspension. It wouldn't be a power build without power, so I've gone ahead and done absolutely everything that we can do. We are now pushing 1,016 horsepower, 815 foot-pounds of torque. We are in class S2 923, so I want to change that. I want to bring it back down into S1. So we're going to go ahead and fit these sport tyres, S1 897. Just to help with the lack of tyre compound, we're going to go ahead and make our fronts and rear tyres a little bit wider. So 275s at the front and 305s at the rear. I haven't forgotten about air and appearance. Of course, we can't fit a wide body without a rear wing, and there are plenty of options to choose from. Now, if you're not going for this one or the Rocket Bunny one, then you're doing something wrong. I think I want that one, just to add a little bit of downforce to the rear. I'm not sure if it does. It does take away from the handling and acceleration, I've just noticed, but does add to the braking ever so slightly. But we're still going to go with it. We're going to run this one because it does look so good. So after all is said and done, we are weighing slightly more due to our engine swap and bolting some twin turbos to it. So we are weighing 3,101 pounds, but we are running 1,016 horsepower from a V8 in a Toyota GT86 from our 197 horsepower stock, class S1, 997,550 credits worth of upgrades. Painting options are for the 86, then we don't have any advanced painting options, but we do have some manufacturer colours tossed in. We've got this sort of burnt orange, got this beautiful red, we've got a BRZ blue, black, which I actually quite like, we've got grey, an off-white, and then, well, white. I'm going to do it. I'm going to make it look like the BRZ. I'm going to go blue. Now, according to the tuning sheet, this thing can do 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds and can hit a top speed of 250 miles an hour. So let's put that to the test. Let's let the GT86 rip. 4-wheel drive, power build, 1000 horsepower. Let's go. That's already 150 miles an hour. This thing, oh my, what have I done? It shouldn't be allowed. It's 200 miles an hour. That is brave. It actually handles as well. That's really strange. 216, well, call it 217 through the camera. Hard on the brakes. Do you know what? It's actually pretty good. I'm actually quite shocked. It's turning in. It's gripping well. The brakes are good. Speed is very good. I'm very impressed. Let's brake hard for this corner. Get it down to second. Tuck it in. Yeah, I braked a bit too late, but still. That's from 200 miles an hour. That's pretty impressive. I'll tell you what. Let's go do a race. Here we go then. Unbeatable driver tires in the GT86. No, wait, hang on. Wrong car. Here we go then, this time in the GT86 and our power build, 1000 horsepower, unbeatable driver tires. Let's go, let's see what this thing can do. Down to the first corner, hard on the brakes. Slightly hitting that S2000. Now I know what you're thinking, the 2JZ can make 1600 horsepower, but everyone's going to do that, aren't they? I thought I'd be a little bit different and go with the V8. I mean, why wouldn't you? It's V8 power. Pushing this S2000 along, slightly in my way, not gonna lie, now we're all over the place. I gotta say, it is nice to see the GT86 back in the game. I have slightly missed it. I know they've had the BRZ, but it's just not the same, is it? It's not the same car. I mean, there's not much difference between them. It's mainly engines, and I'm glad they've given us the Ferrari swap, the 2JZ swap, and the other 5 swaps as well. Just got that little bit of variety to build basically 7 different cars, whatever your needs may be, but it is nice to have the 86 back in the game. We're still not gaining any positions up the inside. Full power, 1000 horsepower, let's go. How's that TT actually pulling away from me right now? I've got 1000 horsepower. Move, don't brake there. Get out the way, you moron. I have just noticed we're not in first place. We are still second. A driver tire has got away and is currently running away with the lead as well. In true driver tire fashion. It's not going to happen, no amount of horsepower or 4-wheel drive is going to catch this driver tire. He is on an absolute mission. If I find out he's in a BRZ, I'm going to cry, I think. I'm going to sell my GT86 and just use the BRZ from now on, if that is the case. Across the line, second place. That thing is fantastic fun with a V8. Good, it was an Audi TTS in first place. I don't have to sell my GT86. I think we've established GT86 is quite good fun with a V8. It is very fast to 60 and has quite a good top speed, but I think we can all agree that you do get more power from a 2JZ. So let's go drifting, I suppose. Okay, for our drift build, first thing we're going to need is rear wheel drive. So let's go ahead, swap it back. The next thing we're going to need is that 4.5 litre V8 Ferrari engine, 562 horsepower from a 458. And to be honest with you, everything else is pretty much the same. I've added a full weight reduction and I've added race tyres. So we're now weighing 2,522 pounds. We've lost a little bit of horsepower because we've got the Ferrari engine, so 914. And we're at S1892, which is fine for our drift build. 87,850 credits worth of upgrades. Here we go then in the GT86. I will confess I did miss off drift suspension, but we do have it now. I went back in and put it on. Now this won't be a high scoring drift tune. What it'll be is good fun and easy to use. If I can drift, anyone can drift. So much fun, this car. I'm so glad they brought it back to Horizon 4. We were missing it, the GT86. Just need the Mark V Supra and the C8 Corvette and we'll be sorted, but it's not bad. 92,881 straight into a Golf. Not bad at all. for a Ferrari swapped GT86. I've said it before and I'll say it again. This speed zone should not be a speed zone. It should be an extension of the S-Benz drift zone, in my opinion. But there you go, guys. I'm going to end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. Been the GT86 back in Forza Horizon 4. Let me know which engine swap you'll be going with, which one you'll be using the most. As always, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, guys, and have an awesome day.